What's the AI Charlie video?
In my time, I've reviewed games that felt like a digital lobotomy. I've watched trends that made me question the collective sanity of the species.
Is this already AI? Because that'd be crazy.
But this takes the cake, eats it out, and then charges you premium for the fertilizer. That's right, old man blabbering about AI videos again, but this time I'm not yapping about how common they are. I'm talking about how popular they are. They're starting to eclipse normal human-made videos. According to this Twitter post and according to the stats that they pulled up, the third most popular video on the entire platform for the month is called "Lovely Baby Met a Plane Crash, Poor Pug." That sentence just reads like a prophecy from a crackhead on a crystal ball trying to scam you out of a few doubloons on the sidewalk. That is bitch lasagna level mumbo jumbo for that video title. It's of course an AI generated video. That first screenshot I showed you is something else they also pointed out in the Twitter thread. Something called Final Galaxy, which was all AI generated superhero sewage. I think it got taken down from YouTube because I can't find it anymore. Probably because it was just so egregious. It was only around for like...
But you guys said that this was an AI video. So now I'm watching this like unsure if this is AI Charlie.
9 months, but had 9 million subs and hundreds of millions of views. So it made them thousands upon thousands of dollars for like an afternoon of just typing a few prompts into the fucking VO3 or whatever. So pretty good deal. And if you use shorts, I'm sure you've noticed probably about half of all shorts are AI generated content right now. Some of you might remember over the last couple of years, experts have weighed in predicting that by 2026, 90% of all internet content will be AI generated. I think we're speedrunning this timeline. I think we'll see 90% reached by the end of this fucking year. Because it is out of control, and it is extremely popular. People clearly don't care. They will be more than happy to turn their brain off and just digest anything that moves on their screen. So why would people even bother making videos anymore when they can just generate them and make far more money and reach far more views? It's going to drown out people making things. It'll just be AI spitting and shitting things out for people to just endlessly consume.
Which is ironic because like I think the whole premise of like the idea of like automation and sort of the automated revolution, right, was the idea being that factories and production of things and mining and all sorts of like generation of like the necessities to live or the necessities of or just general production of things like that, all automation would make it so we as people didn't have to, so that we could have all of our free time to make art, to paint things, to make funny videos, to make movies, to make the things that made us human, that we really like, our expression that we really like. But what's funny is we skipped that. We basically made it so that now all that stuff's being produced first. So, dude, we're so fucking cooked.
As evidenced by the pug and superhero shit. Now, those are blatantly obvious AI. But we are also now seeing the rise of deceptive AI that tries to pretend that it's authentic, organic, real content. And unfortunately, it's getting pretty good. Sometimes it's hard to tell unless you're paying close attention. For example, how many of you even noticed that the first 15 seconds of this video that you're watching right now was AI generated? Wasn't real. It was fake. The intro was AI generated by a Reddit user, script, video, voice, all AI. None of it authentic, but convincing enough unless you're paying close attention. I cropped out the watermark and zoomed it in a little bit so you couldn't even really see the hands, but the hands, when you go to like the full zoom out, they look a little off, kind of like little fucking noodle things. They look a little weird. Now, I've seen some dumb shit in my time. I've reviewed games that felt like a digital lobotomy. I've watched trends that made me question the...
Again, it's one of those sad things where everyone always will say, hey, AI is only getting better. You can kind of tell with the mouth, like the way the mouth is moving, like it almost over moves for some words. Like if you focus in on the mouth.
Now, I've seen some dumb shit in my time. I've reviewed games that felt like a digital lobotomy. I've watched trends that made me question the collective sanity of the species, but this takes the goddamn cake, eats it, shits it out, and then charges you premium for the fertilizer. That's right, old man.
I think the voice and the cadence were flawless, though. I genuinely think a lot of people would be tricked by this. And again, we were kind of like looking for it even in the beginning, and we thought something with the mouth looked weird, but like the voice was fine. That is crazy. I don't even know where we're at.
Like the magnifying glass trying to investigate every single thing they look at. So
I mean, but the problem is like eventually all of the things that are going to make it AI are like everyone's like, well, you can still tell AI isn't like that good. Oh, this looks AI. It's like, no, like the AI that, and again, it's like you can give AI prompt that says, make this not look like AI, make this look authentic, and then it keeps going on. It's like, make it look even more real such that no one could tell the difference, right? And it'll keep doing it until it reaches that point.
a lot of people, I imagine, may have just started the video, or maybe opened another tab, and didn't have any clue that it wasn't actually me, because the voice generation is good. Even if you're watching the video,
the voice generation
the
was
video
perfect.
generation is pretty solid. Apparently what they did is they took a picture from one of my videos and then wrote the script and had AI like kind of breathe life into it. They kind of weakened it Bernie's my ass here. It's a drastic improvement from the AI technology of only 8 months ago, where the same thing was done in a much less convincing fashion. It's only going to get better until it's damn near indistinguishable. And I am exceptionally easy to...
I do think this and people, the one of those like stupid joking memes that people said about where people are like, oh, it's only going to get better. That is like one of those like catchphrases that has genuinely proven to be true. It is shocking, like where AI videos were just a few years ago, and even on the time scale of like a few months ago, and now where we're at.
To make AI videos of, I'm on a fucking static background, I'm pretty monotone, I don't really emote all that much, like you don't have me up here like cranking the gritty, doing a whole lot of motion and activity. It's probably pretty simple to make AI generated clips of me or other people that do simple shit.
This is more insane technology than maybe the internet. We are right. Like we are currently living through probably the next massive revolution. Like there's the Industrial Revolution, the nuclear revolution, or atomic era, whatever you want to call it, the internet, and now we are in the AI revolution. Like we are literally like, it is gonna just get more and more insane.
Going to be more and more common, and it already is. This is being used across the entire platform in a ton of places that you wouldn't even expect it. But that's probably a topic for a different day. Let's focus on how popular AI content is becoming. Just the obvious AI content. I knew that it was getting tons of views, but to this level was unfathomable to me. I didn't know it was already to this point. I only learned about it through Dolan Darkest, who just covered this. But this channel...
I'm also worried that that this is chat. Are we cooked? Like, are content creators cooked? Are the new content creators, like the people behind the scenes, just creating AI content? Because
has over 4 million subs in a short period of time of posting AI content. And let's look at the third most viewed video of the month from them about that savior pug.
I mean, there's also a question of bro, imagine you're like some film student, you're studying like short film, you're trying to like make your first you're trying to make like some like beautiful piece of art and like film something, and then like you see that this shit has 5.7 million likes. Like I don't even know how many fucking views. Like it's just, I think the other problem is it's not only that this shit's easier to make, but I think and maybe Charlie will talk about this. I think the more of this stuff that just comes out, it's like this is just kind of what we expect, right? Just like look at our politics, right? Like I feel like we went from politics where it's like, well, the The senator from Missouri makes a good point about his policies, but what I would do for a reform for education is X, Y, and Z, right? And now we're like, you're gay, right? Like we've gone from like, you know, meaningful debates of policy to like just calling each other gay, right? So now it's like with videos, like what if this is just what we consume now, right? Oh my God, chat. It's like that one, like I think I posted about it on my Instagram, that one amoeba that or it's an amoeba or a bacteria. I forgot what it is. That once it finds a it's a sea. Wait, what were they called? Sea squirts. Chat, they're called sea squirts. And once they find a location where they can just sit, like basically attached to, they don't need their brain anymore to help them find a location to attach to. So they eat their own brain because it's good calories, I guess. And it's like, what if that's like where we're at, where we're like, fuck it, we don't need to think anymore. We just can be entertained by random dopamine shit, you know? Blau actually has great takes. I'm subscribing. Thanks. You're going to probably be my last authentic subscriber before I just get AI subscribers. Cringel McGringleberry, Blau, you are screwed. Fuck, maybe guys, I might be screwed. I need you guys to subscribe now so that I can take all of this money that I earn off the next few months of streams, invest it into Lockheed Martin, and have enough money to retire. Please help me. Thank you guys so much. Oh my God. Wait, yeah. What if we start making content for the AI? What if the AI, holy shit. We just need to make AI viewers that only want human-made content. Oh my God. We generate AI viewers that are extremely picky, that only want to see human-made content, authentic human-made content. And then we create the content for those AI that are programmed to only like human-made content, while the rest of humanity devolves into only liking AI-made content. Wow, that's called a view bot. All right, chat. How do I get these view bots that you guys are talking about? Can I get that? Oh my God, it's the new circle of content. Oh my God, they saved it.
Wow. Now that was an emotional journey. I feel drained. My social battery is already running on empty just from that experience alone. Tugging on the heartstrings. Box of tissues need to be nearby when taking the plunge into this kind of deep content. Truly, AI has enabled the finest artists on this planet to master their craft. Thank God a visionary like this is able to tell his stories thanks to the power of AI. So obviously, it's horrible. It's got a lot of support though. People love it. They don't care. For some reason, people really enjoy this garbage.
Yeah, that's the other thing is, sure, there's people like who watch Charlie who are gonna like all shit on this. There's people on Twitch, but we have to realize like I feel more and more like I'm in like some like little kind of microcosm of like weird internet dwellers. When the vast majority of people like normies, they don't fucking care if it's AI art or not. They don't care about it. Dude, they're just living their lives. They just want to fucking watch a funny pug video, you know?
It's not like let's take this exact same video as an animation someone poured 6 months of hard work into. It would still be trash. It's not trash just because it's AI. It's garbage entirely, no matter how you spin it and no matter what form it would take.
Yeah, I think this is a good point by Charlie that worries me. This is garbage content. AI can make really good, like, I think the thing that really bothers me is when people are like, yeah, but like, oh, it's just AI trash. Like it'll never be, it's like, no, like we need to acknowledge that AI is going to make things that is indistinguishable from our best artists. For like 99% of people, they will make things that is indistinguishable from our best art. Like that's just the reality.
But the fact is AI makes it worse because they're able to just spit this out in actual minutes. You can't do that in any other medium. You can't. I know the cope a lot of people use is that it's just a tool, but it is not a tool. It does it for you. You can't take any other instrument and just say, do this and it'll do it for you. You can't take a pencil and tell it to draw a pug saving a baby. It won't. You can't take a guitar and tell it to write the sad song of a pug saving a baby. It won't.
This is another great take from Charlie, which is, at what point is something not a tool anymore? At what point is it doing the job itself, right? Like a hammer is a tool that can then help you build a house, right? Or can help you construct and do various things. But at what point do you go past the point of it being a tool and go to it being the actual producing thing itself?
It doesn't do it for you, but AI does. So you can have these churned out day after day in a matter of hours. Now, I've said from the very beginning, AI can be used as a tool from like real creative, talented people and artists, but the vast majority of the use cases are going to be like this. This is not a talented and creative artist. This is a fucking scammer. This guy is a big-time fraudulent Freddy who's just trying to cheat code his way to infinite money glitch on YouTube through AI content because of the views that they will generate. Nothing else can do that. So even though they're terrible concepts, horrible videos, the fact that you can make such a huge volume of it will drown out all the videos around it.
Right, like, and to Charlie's point here, and someone in chat room said, recently saw a couple of AI videos where AI influencer was interviewing people in the dark ages / past. They were pretty impressive. Yeah, and it's like, you can just sit at your home and type in that chat, right? Or type in that prompt where someone else is like, oh, okay, I have to go and get cosplay. I have to go to a Renaissance fair. And then I have to like interview people at a Renaissance fair and like act out the skit of being in the dark ages and interviewing people, right? It's like that. It's just, you can do something simple. It's so much more work, right? So like a lot of like cool, unique content can even just be sort of done away with.
And if you can get...
Yeah, like the fact that I'm actually wearing a real French outfit, fucking ordered this off Amazon, put in the... Guys, this is some of the last like real content you guys are ever going to witness.
430 million views for this talentless nothingness? Why would you even bother spending time trying to make something good when you can just hop into the AI generation tools, write a few sentences, and then post a video, and maybe you get a few million views? There's just no reason why you would even bother making normal, actual shorts content when you're going to be competing against millions of AI videos that people are more than content to just sit there and watch. Why bother? That, I think, is one of the big drivers for this huge influx of AI videos we're seeing hit shorts. It's a crazy amount.
Yeah. You're fucking kidding me. Here's the problem, is it's like the really garbage ones, the really garbage, shitty AI stuff is doing this well. And so the really good AI content is just going to fucking clear us, dude. Why is the mermaid that small? Where did you get the shopping cart? How are you pushing a shopping cart through wet sand? When did you get injured, Pug? Wait, no injury. When did you get a cast? Like what? What is this in the back? What is this, a lake that then transforms? What am I looking at? Is this the same grocery cart that you pushed her in? Did you sanitize it? What? I'm dead, dude. I'm fucking dead.
That one had 12 million views and all the comments were talking about how amazing the work was. Well, not all of them, that's exaggerating.
Dude, that has 12 million views. I don't have any shorts that have that many views. Fuck, I'm quitting, chat. I'm quitting.
I'd say about half of the comments were people really supportive of it, about like how this pug is saving their life. Unironic comments from people thinking that this is great life lessons. Wow, the selflessness. That's the problem with society today. No one goes out of their way to help someone in need. This
better
pug
than an average
is
Blau
really
stream.
making a big imprint on my life. It's inspiring.
Uh,
In the video itself,
I'm
it doesn't
retiring,
even tell
chat.
like a touching story or anything. The pug finds a mermaid washed up on the beach, takes her ass to the circus and sells her to the freak show for a few hundred clams, and then eventually drinks itself into a stupor and feels guilty for the blood money that it's made, so then it goes and rescues her from the life of misery that he sold her to.
I mean, actually, that is a pretty captivating story about, forgiveness.
And then lets her go back to the ocean. Like, he is the villain in this story, from what I can see in this one. Like, come on. It's so dumb, but it took a matter of minutes for the AI to spit that out, and now that channel gets to rake in a few $1,000s off of the 12 million views that has generated. It's a pretty good deal, and a lot of people are going to start to do that even more, because there's not a whole lot YouTube can do about it. You take down one Final Galaxy channel, 20 more take its place. It's like the fucking Wumbo Hydra here.
Yeah, that's the other thing. It's like there's no way to stop this. It's just everyone. I do wonder. I wonder if one thing that will. I wonder if it discourages or gets enough. Like if so much AI content will like kind of drown stuff out. That. So maybe the one little bit of shining light that I can say is if you are a content creator, and this is like the one little bit of light I'm going to hold on to. I think if you are a content creator, the little bit of light that you can maybe hold on to is like there might not be as many people doing your stuff. Like you have to then truly do your own unique content. You like there will be something still genuine and important about the content you do, even if it is in this insanely saturated market. But it's like, well, it might not be as it's saturated now by like normal content creators, right?
In fact, there already are other Final Galaxy channels uploading the same Marvel AI generated content that had already been taken down. And the same will happen with this pug stuff. All of these channels, even if YouTube does try and stop it, they won't be able to. There's just too many.
I haven't seen an AI deep throat a baguette. Do it, Blau.
It's too easy. It's too much volume. So I think it's going to be just a complete infestation. It already kind of is. And now it's some of the most popular content on the platform. Not just the most prevalent, but some of the most popular. You hate to see it, but I don't think anyone's all that surprised, unfortunately. I just wanted to talk about it a little bit because I found it interesting to see the success of it already. I thought it'd still be about another year before the AI content started beating out like the actual human content by this much. Anyway, that's about it.
I will say this is one of those things where, as an example, chat, of like something that people hyped up and said would pass things and would be the future that everyone was wrong about. Like, I think typically when new technology and stuff comes out, we actually tend to overhype it and think that's going to sort of surpass things quicker than what we think. A great example of this is VR. Like VR in the 90s, everyone's like, oh, VR is going to be the future of video games. VR in the early 2000s, VR is the future. And then like some of the first headsets say, oh, VR, all virtual reality, yada, Ready Player One. And it's like VR, even to this day, is still super lit. Like it's not really that widely adopted. Like people don't really spend that much time in VR. Because it turns out most people just want to be comfortable and sit and are fine like scrolling things on a vertical screen on their phone as opposed to like putting on a whole headset, right? But I do think with AI, it has actually surpassed people's expectations of how much will change things. I do think it won't affect movies, content where you actually have to take your time and money to consume rather than easy, cheap clips. For now, I mean, I think it starts with really cheap and easy clips, but then I think eventually people are going to start creating AI movies. PXL Sec, thanks for the prime. Yo, chat, thanks for the subs. By the way, guys, I just want to say thank you guys so much for the subs, the bits, the follows. Everything you guys do right now gets me closer to deep throating a baguette and further away from retiring because of the inevitable downfall of human-made content and the rise of AI content. So thank you guys so much.